Alright, so I have never done a YouTube video before in my life. I don't know if you can hear me. I'm gonna get closer. I've never done a YouTube video before in my life, but I have um, listened to so many other people and like watched so many other videos that I felt like I kind of needed to like give back and like, because so many other like videos inspire me. Anyway, so I don't know what I'm doing. But I just wanted to do one on my hair, I guess, because I was like, that's usually what I go to YouTube for hair stuff. Just a little background. I've been natural for a couple of years now. I do still put like a color in my hair. The color I use is Garnier Nutrice, like the lightest color. And I try to, I don't leave it on long, and I usually try not to put it to the ends because you're not supposed to, and I'm trying to actually grow it out. I can put a picture of my hair when it's straight, and also afro. I usually wear it in a big old afro or just like up and like twist. But right now, I live in Miami and it's hot as heck. And I'm from Philly where it wasn't so hot and I used to wear wigs all the time. But like down here, I got down here and I was like, oh my God, it's hot as balls. I have to like figure out something. So I wear these half the year for like 6 months, like August, like when it's really hot as balls, like I wear Marley twist. And I had no idea how to do them before I came here. I watched a YouTube video and tried to figure out how to do them. So here we go. They're kind of like nappy, but I like nappy. Like I'm all like happy to be nappy. I have like 20 million earrings on because I'm like gauging my ears. And I do like the pulling, like stretching method. Right now they're like really messed up because to maintain them or like to keep my hair moisturized, I spray them with like a water bottle and put oil and stuff on it. And I like put maybe some like gel and like really nap the front up just because I like nappy, whatever is nappy. I like curly. I like kinky curly hair. So I like do like this just to make them like even look curlier. But people always stop me and they like this hair. They're always like, oh my God, do you have locks? And then they come up and they're like, oh, those aren't locks. And I'm like, no. They're pretty long. They like down there. Sorry. So just real quick on the hair that I use this black and gold Rastafarian dreadlock Marley braid. Now the thing about it is that I always get 27 with the 613 tip because I think that looks better. Now, because that's just what I like. And on the beach, I think it looks cool as heck. Try not to curse. I have a bad mouth. I'm from Philly. So yeah, that's what I do. To make them long, like instead of grabbing them in the middle, I just like grab them at the ends. These are actually, usually I do it thinner, but these I actually use 2 strips of hair, and then what I'll do is I'll just, let me see if I can grab it. Yeah, what I'll do is instead of doing like grabbing them in the middle, I'll like do like this, like I'll separate them like this, so it just makes them like longer. So like this part is actually, whoa. Can you tell it's my first like video? Anyway, so like it's like this, and then I don't do like Havana twist style. I do it like I'm about to do a box braid, and because it's so like kinky, like you can't even really tell that that's how it's starting. So like who cares? So I'll do it like it's a box braid, and then I'll twist all the way down. This hair is like you can't really boil like heat the ends to make it like seal. It's kind of annoying. I try to like put heat on the ends, but it doesn't really help. It's definitely better to twist it all the way down though. There's also a mix of just 27 like leftover hair that, excuse me, no, 27 613 blend. I also have, I think from the same brand, like a leftover 26 613 blend. So that one's like a tip, and the other one, some strands in here are actually not a tip, they're a blend, which I did the blend in the back and the tips in the front. That makes sense. So the hair that has the 613 tips are in the front, and then there's a nice section in the back where it's really just the hair that's all 613. I mean 27 613. Am I making any sense? Anyway, I don't want this to be super long. Like I said, I just want to do. I do, like I said, to wash. I like, or to try to maintain it. I don't leave them. I did leave them in for really long one time, which made my hair fall out. Don't do that. I was being gangster, and I was like, I have to do it. I left it in for like 6 months, and I had to spend like hours trying to detangle my hair and get like the dirt off it was like a mess. Anyway, but so I don't do that. Don't do that. But I usually leave them for like 2 months. I leave them in for 2 months, something like that at the most. What I do is I'll spray water on the scalp. Sometimes I get in the shower and I just honestly like let the water get up to like here. Like I don't, you know what I mean? I'll just, and then I'll squeeze down. I might use a little bit of like shampoo, but I don't even like shampoo. I don't even use shampoo. And I like squeeze it down and rinse it out. But usually what I do is just wet it. I wet it, and then I put tea tree oil and that wild growth hair oil. Should I grab it? I use this tea tree and then like wild growth hair oil, and I like put that on the scalp and I scratch it all up and do all this stuff, and that's about it. And then I'll maybe put some like moisturizing stuff on it just so it don't look all dry, but like whatever. Like I said, I like it because the more like kinky it gets and the more like it just looks more like real hair, you know. So that's what I do to maintain it. What else? Ask me anything, because like this is, I don't know what I'm doing. I think I might actually start doing this more often, and feel free to ask me anything. Like ask me about me stretching my ears, ask me about how my septum was. I've had this since March. Ask me about my tattoos. Ask me about fitness. I work out. I'm a massage therapist, so like whatever, like anything you want to ask me, and maybe I'll do a video on anything. I'm like pretty good at like advice and like all that good stuff. So only thing I'm not really good at, I'm not super good at like makeup. I mean, I do like stuff, I like to kind of do natural stuff on my face. Like I use apple cider vinegar and like water, and like I do like coconut oil in my mouth. Like I do all these like natural like little like routines in the morning. So if anybody's curious about the routines, I can do a video on the routines. I think that's about it. I can't think of anything else. Ask me any questions and I'll elaborate. Oh, I put stuff in them too. Like I put cowrie shells. Sometimes I'll break up a necklace and like put little beads in it just because it's cool. Let me get closer to it so you can see how like nappy this shit is. Excuse my French. Look at my roots. I have 4C hair. I love my hair. Shout out to all the 4C girls. I mean, shout out to everybody. I don't want to, you know, I'm not into discriminating. But like my scalp, ooh, what's that? Anyway, my scalp is like, it's pretty clean. Like it's not like dirty. My roots are coming in. And then actually you can't feel it, but it's actually soft. So I don't really stress myself about being really neat. When I'm doing it, I just grab them. I don't even like part. I just grab and start going. Like I don't even, it's not even that serious. And I don't really worry about doing them all the same. That's another thing I do. Sometimes in the back I make them look like bigger, and then as I get them to the front I make them smaller. I also like mess around with the length where I don't make them necessarily as like like equal. Like I kind of mess around with it and just like grab it, and then I'll cut the like scragglies off or whatever. I think I make it's a hot mess, but like people love it. People stop me, people beep at me, and they're like, "Oh my god, I love your hair!" And like people stop me, and they're like all confused. They're like, "Are those locks?" Or then I'm like, "Nah, it's just like twist or whatever." I don't know why people think they're locks. But I think it's partially the color. I think it's the fact that it's 27-613 blend and then 27-613 tip that like makes people kind of be like, okay. Style wise, I usually don't do a lot to it. Like I'll do some stuff where I like do something to the front and just bobby pin the heck out of it, and then like pull it to the side or something like that. How long did it take me? 5 hours. I'm gonna say 4 to 5 hours. I am like a novice, whatever. Like I'm not a hairstylist. It took me like 5 hours to do it. I think that's about it. I can't think of anything else. If you do, let me know. I can show you like stuff that I do to like, you know, when I wear it. I look like a hippie, but that's kind of what I go for. So, wait. So there's one more thing I forgot to mention. Sorry, my room is a mess. But hair products that I use when my hair is not in whatever this, I use this. I swear by this. I love this. Curl and Style Milk. Oh my god. Shea Moisture. Bomb. You see, I don't have like much in here. I use this. Cream of Nature. I actually use this. I do. I actually use it, and there's a reason why I use it. I think I use it on like the fake hair. Like I don't think I really use it so much on my hair, but I use it when, like on like this hair or something. Then this I use on my hair. I'm all about the Shea Moisture line, to be honest, in general, and I'm gonna tell you why, which is what I left out. I'm gluten free. I don't use hair products with gluten because they make me sick. I have a gluten intolerance that really, I used to weigh 150 pounds and I lost a lot of weight, and it was because of my gluten intolerance making me extremely sick. So, and I also use this, which on the back lets you know that there's no gluten in this mother brother. Anyway, you can't see that. And then just water bottle, and then any coconut oil I can find. This is the cheapest. Luana's the cheapest coconut oil I find in Publix. Anyway, so yeah, I forgot to add that. I'm gluten free, and so I look for hair products that are gluten free because if you get it in your mouth, you'll get sick. Like which you do, which happens. All the time. I'm like there, and I like to hold the hair or something like that, and I get in my mouth. So yeah, if you have any questions about that, that's something I could talk about, like what I eat. Because I don't eat gluten, I don't eat eggs, I don't eat lactose, I don't eat dairy. So, like, I have a very, like, weird diet. But I just made sweet potato pie the other day. That was awesome. So, that's something that I definitely could talk about. I'm really not this vain. I'm moving the hair around so y'all can kind of see stuff. Anyway, that's all I wanted to add. Gluten-free stuff. Oh, one more thing. And I read a bunch of books. So right now I'm reading Chuck Palahniuk's Survivor, and I just read Chuck Palahniuk's Choke, which I really like. So if you're a book reader and you want like advice on like books or like suggestions on books, if you're similar to me and like weird books, like then I could probably suggest some books because I'm always like reading something. Now I'm done.